Sci-fi movies have always been a window into our hopes, fears, and wildest imaginations about the future. Some of these films, even decades old, still hit home with their visionary ideas and timeless stories. Here are 15 retro sci-fi movies that continue to resonate in 2024. Logan's Run. Here's a future where life is a party until you turn 30. Then, it's time for renewal, aka death. Logan, a law enforcer, begins to question this ritual as he approaches his expiration date. He makes a run for it, quite literally, and uncovers the reality that lies beyond his dome-encased city. Ageism never looked so perilous.
Pleasure is the way of life. But in the 23rd century, life lasts 30 years. Not one day less, not one day more.
Metropolis. Behold the tale of a futuristic city divided between high society skyscrapers and underground worker hives. A robot impersonates Maria, a peace-seeking woman, but causes social pandemonium instead. A medley of political undertones, mass manipulation, and devious inventions sets the stage. Is the great machine a god or a devil in disguise? This movie chews on that riddle. The Day the Earth Stood Still. Here comes Klaatu and his robust robot Gort, landing their saucer in Washington, D.C. The message? Earthlings must abandon their violent ways or face annihilation. Simple, right? Wrong. Chaos ensues, politicians bicker, and bullets fly. Do we ever learn? This tale doesn't answer that, but stretches the question until it's almost unrecognizable.
Open the door! Open the door!
This facility has been sealed. No one leaves.
Forbidden Planet. Spaceship C-57D lands on Altair 4, chasing a lost expedition. What do they find? Morbius, the lone survivor, and his mysteriously advanced world. Strange creatures lurk, relics from an extinct race with technology that reads minds, thereby manifesting one's darkest fears. Cue suspense, cue betrayal, cue existential dread. They're all in attendance, and nobody's leaving early.
The Doctor is sole owner of this fabulous world. Anne Francis is his alluring daughter Alta, who has never seen a young man till she meets Commander Adams, played by talented Leslie Nielsen.
Come on in.
Didn't bring my bathing suit.
What's a bathing suit?
Oh.
Invasion of the Body Snatchers. People are being replaced by emotionless duplicates hatching from plant-like pods. Paranoia grips a small California town. Everybody's suspect. No one's safe. The story snowballs into an unsettling crescendo, encapsulating the Cold War fear of infiltration and loss of individuality. Are we ourselves or programmed echoes? You decide.
Whatever intelligence or instinct it is that can govern the forming of human flesh and blood out of thin air is fantastically powerful, beyond any comprehension.
Planet of the Apes. Picture a world flipped on its head. Apes are in charge. Humans are the primitives. Astronauts crash land on this upside-down Earth and find themselves in a struggle for survival against simian rulers. Speech is forbidden for humans, and disobedience is severely punished. The plot crescendos to the ruined Statue of Liberty, revealing the planet's identity. How's that for a game of guess where you are?
Build the cities, make the laws, the gods, and control the guns that hunt a race of lowly, terrified humans who run wild in the jungles, are caged in the prisons, and stuffed in the museums.
Soylent Green. In a future choked by pollution and overpopulation, the masses eat a food substitute known as Soylent Green. Detective Thorne digs deep into the suspicious death of a bigwig and uncovers the ugly truth. This food? It's made from people. Yep, you heard it right. A grim exploration of consumerism run amok, told without mincing words or ingredients.
He has a 2-year backlog of unsolved murders. Now he's on a case that must be solved. Saul Roth, Thorne's private library.
Hey, Saul!
A living book in a world without books.
Have some pencils.
A Clockwork Orange, a dystopian Britain overrun by delinquent gangs. Alex, our hero, undergoes an experimental therapy to cure his violent tendencies. Turns him into a puppet, capable of no harm, yet susceptible to all harm. Did we mention Beethoven plays in the background? Not your average criminal justice critique, that's for sure.
God, it'll torture you to madness.
The Andromeda Strain. An alien virus wipes out an entire town, except for an old drunkard and a crying baby. Cue in the scientists who must unlock this deadly enigma in a state-of-the-art underground lab. A classic whodunit atmosphere looms. Just replace the murderer with an extraterrestrial pathogen. Who will break first, the virus or human tenacity?
Isolate and identify. Good God.
It's no accident. I suspect they were looking for the ultimate biological weapon.
You could change everything.
Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Roy Neary experiences a close encounter with a UFO, leading him to become obsessed with a specific mountain-like shape. Simultaneously, a parallel story unfolds of scientists decoding extraterrestrial signals. It culminates at Devil's Tower, Wyoming, where humans and aliens communicate through a breathtaking sequence of light and sound. Is this the universal language? Perhaps.
I recently had a close encounter. Close encounter with something very unusual. Who are you people?
THX 1138. Human emotion is regulated by drugs in this sterile, white-walled dystopia. THX 1138 yearns for more and rebels against the drug-induced societal norms. Law enforcement chases him through a maze of sterile hallways and abstract threats. A suspenseful cat-and-mouse game unfolds in a world where expression is the ultimate crime.
I wanted to touch you so many times.
My mate has been acting very strange.
What's wrong?
Never mind.
Westworld. Robotic theme parks where guests live out their wildest fantasies seem too good to be true, right? When robots malfunction and go rogue, the nightmare begins. The film mirrors a cautionary tale. Don't bite off more technology than you can chew, or it'll bite back.
Stand by for resort activation. You ready on phase 443? Ready on 6, on 5, on 4, on 3, on 2. Activate now.
Silent running. In a spaceship housing Earth's last forests, a botanist disobeys orders to destroy them. Escaping with his drone companions, he changes course to save these ecosystems for future generations. Green-thumbed activism meets cosmic loneliness in a narrative that circles around preservation at all costs.
We have just received orders to abandon and nuclear destruct all the forests and return our ships to commercial service.
We're going home!
You can't blow up this forest.
The Omega Man. A viral plague has wiped out most of humanity, turning the remainder into nocturnal mutants. Dr. Robert Neville, immune to the virus, fights for survival in a deserted Los Angeles. While fending off these creatures, he also searches for a cure. It's a one-man show against a backdrop of apocalyptic desolation.
The last man on Earth lives in a fortress.
What day is it anyway? Monday? The hell it is. It's Sunday. Sunday, I always dress for dinner.
Solaris. Psychologist Chris Kelvin goes to a space station orbiting the mysterious planet Solaris to investigate the crew's odd behavior. What he encounters are manifestations of his deepest fears and desires, brought to life by the enigmatic planet below.
Галлюцинации. А кто приходил? Она умерла 10 лет тому назад. То, что ты видел, материализация твоего представления о ней.